It was a long time coming. The owner of the NFL's team in Washington, Dan Snyder, finally agreed to change the team name and logo and say goodbye to the Redskins as the official team name. The decision was released in a statement Monday morning. Snyder, for years, had resisted a name change that the Washington franchise had carried for 87 years, but more pressure was brought by the team's sponsors following protests over social injustice. No team name or mascot has been announced as of yet. Now, a lot of talk has followed that, with some saying other teams in different leagues need to change their names, logos, and mascots. And one such school in San Antonio has the same logo as the now former Washington Redskins. The Harlandale Indians use the same logo on their football helmets. The retired logo from the Washington team can also be seen on the outside of Harlandale Memorial Stadium, as well as other items at the school. KSAT 12 Sports reached out to the district to get their thoughts on the team name and logo that they've had for decades and what it means to the Harlandale community.
Harlandale ISD district was founded in the first year of its existence was inside the walls of Mission San Jose, there in the granary. With the history of the mission, where many Indians lived, the student body in year 2 of its existence voted the Indians to be the logo for that reason of the tie of the community with the Mission San Jose. And Indians to us is family of this community of what Harlandale is all about.
Unlike many schools across the country that use tribe names or the term Indian in regards to their athletic teams, Harlandale High School has a long-standing tradition of education and show of support for the local Native American community.
We do host what's called a cultural arts festival, and we do have a local, Indian group that participates with our festival. We have a parade. They bring out some artifacts and they bring out some educational materials for our kids, and they even do a dance for them, and that is of Indian descent, Indian heritage. The respect that we give to the Indian name and logo is appreciated, and that's been through through Native Americans, Indigenous people that have approached me on that. And that they've always felt as a campus that it's provided here on our campus with a lot of respect.
With that said, while the logo first used by the NFL is being retired, Harlandale ISD is not changing the name or the logo at this time. However, Principal Anthony recognizes that the best changes come after research, education, and discussions with their community.
Those are good conversations to have. That's why we have student bodies. And that's why they set their own legacies, and that's part of education. We want to teach them how to to have an open mind, but yet to understand that we got to respect the past, but we also live in the present. And we have wonderful students that understand their heritage of what Harlandale High School is all about, what this community is all about, because most of them are 3rd, 4th generation students. So this is not something that is will just come and go. This is something that we did discuss with Hart, and this will be something that we will own here in the Harlandale community, but something we'll take very serious.
The following is part of an essay released by Harlandale ISD last week that was written by alum Mr. Robert Villafranca, and it reads in part, quote, "The Indian for Harlandale is not a target of mockery nor denigration. It is an ideal to which we have long aspired. It is an identity that is interwoven into the fabric of this community almost as much as a last name. Having a group who does not know this community demand that we change our name is like having a distant cousin claim they own the name more than we do," end quote. So when it comes down to it, many in the Harlandale community have a much different feeling and association with the Harlandale Indians name.
I think it's an identity, and on a very literal level. And because of that, I think that it's a different situation. It's not the same as a professional team that's going to pick a random identity. And this is not to argue for or against what the Washington NFL team is doing. But for Harlandale, it's a different situation, and we should be very careful not to conflate the two.
You can read more about this topic right now on the instant replay page of KSAT.com.